Guys, all right, so this is a new video of JP. If you don't know, we're talking about the Micah case. I had to restart the stream, so this is part 2. Okay, and she died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head, and this is her former ex-husband, JP, and we were just talking about this. If you missed it, go back to the video right before this one. I did have technical difficulties, so I had to restart. But let's talk about this video of JP. New video.
JP. You all right, man? You okay? Huh? You okay? What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter?
I switched my medication. Makes me go crazy.
Is somebody helping you?
I think Mark's coming to get me.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was going to see Jesus.
Okay. But you got Mark coming?
Somebody called him, I think.
Okay.
I feel like he had to bite me. I can't
So,
want to see Jesus. Because he had to bite me everywhere.
is your medication something they gave you?
Yes, I'm a drug.
Yeah.
There's some new doses or something.
You want me to make sure Mark's coming?
Yeah, I don't know what's fucked out. I have my phone's on me. I don't have my phone.
But somebody's called him, right?
Yeah, somebody across the street called.
Okay. All right. Hey, JP.
Hey.
I think Mark is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I had him try to get in touch with me again to make sure. Is that okay?
You know what they had to fight me?
Huh?
They had to fight me. There's ants all over me.
Feels like there's ants on you? There's no ants on you, though. It's just, maybe that's how you feel, but there's none on you. There's none on the grass.
He said, I just want to see Jesus. I'm going to see Jesus.
What kind of medicine do they have you on? All right, well, somebody's going to come, okay? Do I need to call 911? Do I need to call the medics?
I'm showing you this video to show you his mental state, to show you who this person is. Regardless if it's new, if it's old, doesn't matter. It happened. Things that we have done or what has happened in our past still reflects of who we are, correct? So I don't know what kind of episode he's going through, but this tells me that he took some medication, something of that nature. This is why I'm showing you. This is who we're talking about. This is those people's pasture. This is it.
Yeah, we got somebody coming.
Is there anything I can do? You need water or something?
You want some water or anything?
Yeah, okay,
You want some water? Yeah, he said okay if you got a little bottle of water.
Did this like for you to act like this? To Teresa M. Lloyd, thank you for the 200 stars, by the way. And Netta, ain't nothing better. I will get to your 10 in just a second, okay? Like, we have known that this guy's misbehavior on things as a pastor is absolutely uncalled for. He has done things while being a pastor, while being a husband, that is absolutely uncalled for. But you have a responsibility with such power as a pastor. You have representation not only as a husband, but as a pastor. Did he mix medication with something, with alcohol? Because I heard alcohol. I heard medication. So could it be that it was, did he mix it or something? I'm just speculating. I am not too sure. I am not too sure here. Christine is celebrating her 3 months over at University. Who, Christine? Thank you for being loyal.
I don't know. I think they changed his medication or something, he said. And he said like ants was crawling on him and stuff. So I got somebody coming to. Okay. Yeah. I live across the street. Back over here. Oh, okay. So.
Well, let me know if I can do anything for you.
Okay, I think he's. Here's some water, JP. You want some water? Okay, you want to try to sit up? You want to try to sit up, or you want to put it to your mouth, or what?
I'll be out in a few minutes if you need anything else.
Okay. Is that enough? You want more?
His hands look discolored here. Looks discolored. Looks like white, yellow. Like if you like the circulation is shut closed.
I can't stop making noises in the morning when I wake up.
If Mark can't make it quick, you want me to get your mom over here?
I don't want my mom anywhere in their church. They're crazy. I always tell everybody to get on medication, and this is what it does. They're crazy. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't do nothing. I feel like I answer my eyes. I can't open up my eyes.
I mean, if you're gonna film somebody, get his. Oh. So, he seems to be on his medication, and somebody wrote a note while posting this. I believe the saying goes, getting a dose of your own medicine, getting a taste of your own medicine, and I mean that quite literally. You have used and abused for way too long, only to get up on that pulpit and consistently discredit your victims by airing out intentional, degrading, inappropriate personal information. Doing that allows you to control the narrative. Now, we have the death of your wife that you claim only took her life because of mental illness. Fact is, nobody was ever mental until they met you. You are the common denominator in all of this. This video is only proof that you yourself have issues and you know what medication can do to someone. Imagine being in the vulnerable state like this and being met with control, manipulation, and shame. Holy crap, I just understood something. If he was on specific medication that allow him to do like this, and he said, I want to meet Jesus, what the hell did he, if, I'm not saying he did, I'm being careful with my words here. If, speculation, didn't, wait a minute, time out. Whoa, wait a minute. Didn't she, wait a minute, hold on. Didn't she say forced medication? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
So today my heart's a little heavy. I've had a lot of women in my head, just because of my situation. But you are the bride of Christ.
Wait a minute.
Before anybody else.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Bride, male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Abuse is abuse. And you are the bride of Christ.
Wait a minute.
And my Bible says that he took all the abuse you could think of for you so that you didn't have to live that life of slavery and bondage and pain. Jesus took it all for you. So you don't have to stay in a abusive relationship, whether that's sexual, whether that's somebody forcing you to take illegal drugs.
Holy shit. I cannot believe this. Wow. Wow.
Right.
Yes, the lady across the street called.
I had them try to get in touch with me again to make. There's no ants on you though. It's just, maybe that's how you feel. But
Ants? Ants on you? Hold on real quick. This is ridiculous. Excuse me, everyone. I have allergies. In fact, nobody was ever mental until they met you. You are the common denominator in all this. This video is only proof that you yourself have issues and you know what medication can do to someone. Imagine being in a vulnerable state like this and being met with control, manipulation, and shame. What's the long-term effect on that? Now, add abuse on top of that, all forms that may apply. Who can handle that? Yet you were met with a soft tone and a water bottle that you didn't deserve. JP, I could have done this anonymously, but I want you to see it's coming from me so you don't go after anyone else. You know I've got receipts and you know I'm not scared. I've never met anyone like you, but what I learned and been taught is people like you repeat their behavior and every so often they slip up and show who they really are. Sometimes they even type it in an email. I think it's abundantly clear that you haven't been held accountable for any of your actions over the years. And I never hit the recycle bin. Solid rock, let me introduce you to your pastor. You don't see this version on Sundays. This is the guy you allow to give you and your family counsel. This is the guy you give permission to speak into your life. The guy you share personal, vulnerable information with that he will use against you when and if you question him. Wow. That sounds a lot like, oh, mama, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God.
Or alcohol abuse.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, bro. This is, I hope you guys are screen recording this. You have my full permission to post this on your TikToks or Instagram. I hope you screen recorded this. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It's time to really take a step back and evaluate what's going on. JP, you are a complete shit stain to all of the other pastors that truly desire to lead people to the Lord. You are liability to Christian faith and to anyone that you set your eyes on. The reason why most people didn't speak up the first time is because they don't know your reaction is ruthless. You have a little bit of local power with enough financial resources to hurt people legally, and they fear putting them families at risk. And the few others that don't speak up believe it's not the Christian thing to do. Well, neither is doing nothing. I also believe Jesus flipped over some tables. So here you go. You already had the chance to time around for a time of healing, counsel, and guidance, pursuant to other governing instrument. Second time your reverend had given the same PR speech to a church body, yet you chose to smack every former member in the face that would have supported you if you got the help you needed. So please, don't mistake this video as a broken man with misses his family. This is a twisted individual using one of his many tactics to manipulate his way back into control. But his target didn't let that happen. She kept her foot down and changed the gears and got nasty. Over the years, his many ways to manipulate have only gotten more effective with precision. And that is exactly what this lady did. She put her foot down and look what happened. Look what happened. Now, Netta posted this super chat. Could have been building up a case against herself. Like premeditation. Not sure if I'm wording it correctly. Could he have been building up a case for himself? Netta, you mean like who's building up a case, him or her? Because it sounds like she was collecting all that information about what he did to her, and she had a journal of this stuff. As for him, let me tell you something. And Netta, that's a good super chat. And thank you for the super chat. Someone who does these wrongful things doesn't want any breadcrumbs. I mean, she died, didn't want to talk to investigators, got her cremated, no second autopsy. Where's the toxicology? It wasn't said that they are going to run it. What's going on? Do you see only comments from paid memberships? No, Christine. I see comments from everyone. Whoever got memberships, they get priority, and their comments are highlighted for me to read first. Yes, Netta, you are correct. Right. He wanted to make it look like I'm just speculating here. I'm not saying this is fact. He wanted to make it look like she was doing it to herself. Juanita with the 2 super chats. She said, oh, Juanita, I didn't even see your super chat over here. Oh, I don't have it open. Hold on. Karma Justice with the 1 and it says, Novicity in chat. This guy. Hi, Karma. How are you? Juanita says, you look very handsome. Aw, Juanita, thank you. I appreciate that, Juanita. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Let me get these comments out here real quick. You guys are asking very good questions. I want to highlight them here on Novicity. I was not expecting this, but wow. Wow. Everything is slowly coming together. Now, I know you guys are telling me, no, the necklace. Guys, they could have had matching pairs. You know what? You want to know something? He could have easily wore that necklace on purpose to make it seem like the guy misses his wife. Remember, you see the necklace on the interview. Do you see it anywhere before that? The necklace could be a stunt. I'm not buying none of this shit. All right? I'm not.
Or physical abuse, psychological abuse, making you think that this is all your fault, or you're a bad mom, or you're a bad wife, or you're a bad husband, or you're not giving it your all when you know you are.
I just wish Micah could have just told us or something but she had her reasons. She must have her reasons because nobody's in her position. Nobody's in her position. She had her reasons not to come forward and directly say, my husband did this. My husband did this. My husband did this. I just hope somehow she kept receipts somewhere, records somewhere. Yeah, a journal, but that can pass as hearsay. I'm telling you, there's something out there. This man is not free. She just wanted to tell us what was going on. Coded it in a way where, guys, this is happening to me. And I understand that. But let's think in the court of law. They're going to look at this and be like, okay, well, you didn't say who. You understand what I'm telling you? So right now, I have 2 minds alike. In one mind, I'm thinking of the court of law. I want this. And this mind, I'm thinking of someone who's not in the court of law. Someone who's looking at this video just like you. And I'm saying, oh, I see what she's saying. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember who was controlling her stuff. This son of a...
Stop here and bring in News Nation's national correspondent Rich McHugh. He knows a lot about these cases and how to investigate them. You may not know this, but Rich McHugh was Ronan Farrow's producer when they broke the Harvey Weinstein story. Okay, so Rich,
Hold on, guys. Before I continue, I am going to say this. Mod, if you could pin the phone number, I am taking phone calls today. It's about a couple days overdue. Please, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Call in. But first, text your name. Text your name. Don't call it. Text your name. And I'll give you a call. The phone number is about to be pinned in like just 20 seconds. Please, don't be afraid. I want to get you guys' opinions. What did you find out? You find anything new? Anything different? Anything probably we all don't know? Share it with us. Call live here. All right? I would appreciate that. Guys, do me a big favor. This is a brand new podcast. I know you guys shared this already. I shared this already, but this is a new one. This is a new one. So, Adam, I am playing dumb now. Jasmine, why? Why? I can't pin it. I'll pin it for you. I got you. Yep.
the biggest issue has been all along the police reports about Micah saying that she was being harassed by someone. Repeatedly, someone had put razors in her tire, a deflation device, a tracking device, had chased her from a gas station to a car dealership, and the name was redacted. And tonight you have information about that redacted name. Who is it?
Well, we're going to show you a piece of video in just a moment, Ashley. First, some context, though, is that you gave some of it. Ashley, we FOIA'd these police documents. There's about a dozen of them. And this one document from March 11th paints a picture. And if we have video of that police document, I want to quote from it. So when we see the actual video, we can make sense of it. In the police document, the police officer writes that he was at East Coast Honda in Myrtle Beach in reference to harassment, that Micah was getting her tire fixed after it was slashed, that she told the officer the tracking device was on her car, that the suspect showed up, quote, she told him to go away, but she does not want to talk. And then when she pulled out her phone to record, he sped off. The victim said he leaves and comes back. That appears to be the moment we're about to show you. Roll the tape if we have it.
Show us.
Walk away.
I'll show you the pictures.
Do you want to go to jail?
They'll be on Facebook in a few hours.
Alrighty, you'll be in jail in a few hours. Walk away.
Now, that moment shows it's a window into everything that we've kind of been guessing between these two, the struggles that they've been having for the previous 2 years, it sounds like. But in the weeks leading up to her death, there were multiple police reports, and this was one of those contentious days where police were called twice. And this video kind of shows the nature of the relationship in that very moment. Now, it's worth saying, he has not been charged with anything. Police have ruled this a suicide. So this is just context for an extremely troubled relationship, Ashley.
Thank you for watching.
You can see it's correct. It is a troubled relationship. And that person appears to be, let's talk about it, John Paul. Let's not dance around it. Redacted and all this stuff. Yes, in legal terms, it was redacted. But the statement coincides with what we are seeing here, and that it appears to be John Paul. Man knew where she was, tracking device. He just threatened her. I'm going to post the pictures, and you're going to go right to jail. They had problems. It's wild. Brown Sugar said, popped in from YouTube real quick to say hi so I can share. I appreciate that, Brown Sugar. Thank you a lot. Brown Sugar went to Facebook to share and to come back on YouTube. That means a lot. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Shout out to Brown Sugar for that.
That Micah tried several times over the years to leave her husband, John Paul, but for one reason or another was always drawn back. Just last year, she fled to Kansas, where her family lives, and that's where my next guest met her. Shaylin French met Micah at a woman's church group. Great to have you here. You bonded with Micah when she came to Kansas to be with her family and get away from her husband. What did she tell you about him?
She told our group that the things that I recognized were she told us how much older he was than she was. She mentioned how his kids were close to her age, and then because of this shared experience that
I know, Bree. YouTube, do me a big favor. Hit that like button for me. I would appreciate that so much, guys.
I also had an abuser from when I lived in North Carolina, and that was when we instantly connected, and I think she just knew I needed help. So she's stuck by me and listened to me. She mentioned that her husband would make her watch unholy acts.
I'm sorry, her husband would what?
Make her watch unholy acts. She didn't go deeper into it. When she talked about the abuse to us or claiming that her husband wasn't kind to her, we got watered down versions, and it was almost like she was questioning if she was being abused at all. You could tell she was still halfway in denial of everything that was happening.
Was it clear to you that you thought she...
Yes. In fact, she mentioned how he talked about mental health and she was struggling with mental health. But when she was in Kansas with us, she was so excited to be seeing a therapist, taking care of her own mental health. She was excited to get on the right medications. She was sane. She was happy. She was willing to start a new life. She was wanting to jump in like ahead at everything, mission trips, the worship team, which is where we met and we bonded. She was willing to live.
Did she give you any other details about what her husband would do or say to her that you thought was abusive besides watching? I'm guessing you mean pornography of some kind. What else would she tell you that happened?
She was very worried that he would follow her.
And that he had in the past?
Right. Very, very worried that she was going to get followed. And so she was staying with her sister, and I would rather not reveal that town for her safety, but about an hour away. Yes. She was in a nearby town staying, and she hung out more with where I am from because she wanted to make sure that she was safe and with people and with the community, just in case she was found.
And was she excited to start a new chapter in life? Was she relieved and happy to be away from her husband? I'm trying to get a sense of what her mental state was.
Yeah, when she first came, she described it as a trial separation. And then later on, she was saying, I'm trying to separate from my husband. She was excited. She was ready. She was planning trips with us. We have a lot of domestic violence and sexual assault survivors in our women's, it wasn't a women's group, it's just a mixed group of individuals for like a small group Bible study. We were all ready and planning to go on outings with her for all of our healing. And then all of a sudden, she was gone.
Right. After just a few months, Micah left Kansas very suddenly to return to John Paul. She sent you this text message, which read in part, "It is a miracle. My husband has asked me to come home and be reconciled. I'm leaving today." To which you responded in part, "That's wonderful news. I hope you two are able to work things out," adding, "I'm praying your husband understands your worth and sees your value as a woman." Were you surprised?
Yes. I was very surprised. All of us were, all 5 of us females that were in this group and close to her got the same message. So we looked around at each other and unfortunately kind of joked, blink twice if you need help. In the end, she needed help. After the story broke, we had no idea just how bad it was. Otherwise, we would have fought to keep her here.
How did you hear that she had died by suicide?
TikTok.
You heard on TikTok?
I found out through TikTok and had to inform the rest of my friends. I think he had her, because we never heard from her again. I think he had her so far removed from all of us that we never heard from her again. And in fact, one of the males who was also in contact with her, his text message that he got said, "Don't ever contact this number again."
What was your reaction, Shaylin, when you heard?
A male texts her. Does that sound like me? Does that sound like we don't know Micah, but does that sound like Micah? Don't ever text this number again. A male friend. This guy. Let me shut up. Does that sound like Micah to you? Don't ever text this number again. Does that sound like her? Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you for the 10 stars. Rainey Robinson for the 100 stars. Thank you too. What out of all the text messages of how nice she is and kind, and she's texting everybody, "I'm reconciled. My husband." She tells one man, "Don't ever text this number again." I don't know. Kim with the 5 says, "The truth always comes out. Just a matter of time." Says Kim over at YouTube. Kim, you are correct. You are correct, Kim. Well said. Doesn't sound like her.
Years upset. This was someone who had gone through very similar situation that I had gone through. This is the person that even 7 years later after my incident was validating me, was listening to me. She was a godsend in my life, and I was not well. That's the best way to put it. I was not okay. And I knew after everything I heard about JP, he had to have some involvement. I didn't know how. He may have not pulled that trigger, but he definitely drove her there. And hell would be a nice place for him to go. In fact, purgatory would be a better place for him to go, so he can think and mentally abuse himself just like he did Micah and his other victims.
Damn.
Shaylin French, you obviously loved her. This must be hard news to be still dealing with just a few weeks after this.
By the way, Chad, if you don't know, this is Shayla French. We're going to have her on the show. We was going to have her today on the show, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow. I'm going to try to get her tomorrow because she's a bit busy. So we're going to have Shayla French on the show here at Novicity. And I would love for her to spill all her thoughts. This is the time for her to come out and spill all her thoughts. This is a safe place. This is the correct space for her to do that. You know, in Novicity, we allow freedom of speech here. But I'm going to tell her, just don't say anything that's going to incriminate her. That's what we want to be careful of because I want to protect her and me as well. But this is a safe space for her to vent, talk how she feels, share. Now there's a thin line, but she can share her opinions, her thoughts, her theories. She can do that here. She's fine. We're going to have her on the show to it was supposed to be today, but I'm going to try to get her tomorrow or the following day. She's a bit busy and so am I. So we're going to see when our schedules kind of just meet up perfectly and it's going to sync pretty well. Incriminate how? Well, Fruity Pebbles, you can't say anything that is, she can say what she wants and I can, and many people can. But you have to be careful not to say use specific words and terms that cause defamation. You know what I'm saying? So you can still come out, I can still say, hey, and I believe in my opinion, he did it. He's an idiot, barnacle, a bozo. He's a stupid person. But if I said he was the one that pulled the trigger, I can't do that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's evidence saying that it's not true. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we must be careful. We must be careful. Mica Miller. John Paul Miller, a.k.a. JP, in fact, had Micah cremated. A second autopsy was not performed for this very reason. How is this even acceptable? JP has lawyered up. Attorney for JP basically threatens anyone and everyone who speaks of anything pertaining to JP and Mica. I'm speaking what? I'm afraid? Let me share something with you, JP. Even if you didn't pull the trigger, and let's say you were in fact elsewhere when this happened, in my eyes of many, you caused this outcome. In my opinion, which I'm allowed to have and speak on, that's her defending herself. You see what she said there? She's trying to defend herself so she don't get, sued in a way. He's a royal turd who will do anything to change the narrative. Again, in my opinion, he had no idea this would become news. In my opinion, he felt his little mention of her at the end of his Sunday sermon will be the end of the situation. In my opinion, JP is one of the worst of the worst. Regardless, I've seen enough evidence for me to feel that way. Good luck with your venture. Thinking you can silence people. In my opinion, you're the problem why people or women like Mica stay silent. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say something very clear here. If this man is back in church as a pastor and you go to a service in which he is speaking, you are the problem. I said what I said. Period. I'm going to end it. Nana with the 499 says, hi all. No, thank you for showcasing. I named a star today, Lala Omar. I am gifting My son, father's birthday. Oh, Nana, that is so beautiful. He is gonna love it, Nana. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you're doing well, Nana. Thank you for that. Brown Sugar with the 499. She says, there is a time for everything. His will come soon. Even if it takes some time, good things come to those who wait. Well said, Brown Sugar. Oh my gosh. If there's any I mean, I can honestly say, chat, it's going to be very difficult for them to find a correlation. Will it hold up in court? Because respectfully, he didn't pull the trigger. She did. And, you know, but we can assert here and say we know who could be the cause of it. You know what I'm saying? This is terrible. Thank you, Fruity Pebbles. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, please, people, if you go to this church, please don't support it. He said what he said. He did. Karma, wait a minute, chat. I just thought, Karma, thank you for the 199. If you can go to a church that this guy goes, that he serves in, of him having multiple affairs, I mean, you got to be kidding me. A big coincidence that he has an affair with his wife, with a female whose husband died while you're having an affair. Wow. What a coincidence. Now, I'm supposed to be, by the law and tell you there's no proof he did it. But man, is that a coincidence? And look what else happens. He gets married to his babysitter. She passes away. Everything this man touches dies. Bree with the 5 super chat. She says, right, but Michelle Carter was charged for the text she sent to the boy when he yes, I know what you're talking about, but Bree, but she said directly, do it. Bree, there hasn't been anything found of him saying that. Not that I know of. There hasn't been anything found. Now, if they can find something, a text or something where he says it directly to unalive yourself, that's going to hold up. But there hasn't been anything found. If it was, it would have been out by now. Not saying that there's not a chance. Absolutely, there's still a chance. Absolutely. But there's nothing. That's why he hasn't been arrested. It's been how many days? 13 days, 12 days. We love you, Crystal. How are you? Get some Nove in. Of course, Crystal. I hope you're doing well today. Let's get some phone calls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Please, guys, text the number. I would love to hear from you guys. Please, don't be shy. I'm going to... What is this? Can you post a number on Facebook so these beautiful people could... there we goes. That's the number, guys. Please text your name. I would appreciate it so much, and we will give you a call. All right? Thank you for the super chat, Bree. I appreciate that. But that is a very good example.
Walk away.
I'll show you the pictures.
Do you want to go to jail?
They'll be on Facebook in a few hours.
Alrighty, you'll be in jail in a few hours. Walk away. Walk away.
I'll show you the pictures.
Do you want to go to jail?
They'll be on Facebook in a few hours.
Alrighty, you'll be in jail in a few hours.
Okay? Trying to connect to people right now. Remember, guys, if you are a member, you do get priority. I'm going to pin everything right now. Let's see. Bree did it. Okay, perfect.
With Micah whenever she was alive, tell me that she was brainwashed by this man. He abused her in every possible way that there is. Financially, he abused her by taking away things, phones, access to money, took away her car, those types of things to try to gain control of her. Every time she tried to leave him, he would harass and stalk her to the point that she just felt like she had to give up and go back. And he abused her not only emotionally, financially, he abused her religiously in terms of her religion and her relationship with God. He demeaned her in every aspect that he could. There is a video of a sermon of him that I was just so taken aback, and my jaw hit the ground because I felt like I had come across the answer of maybe why she would have taken it this far. And that is, he had her convinced that this was what she should do. In my opinion, I believe he had her convinced that it would be the only way that she could escape him to some degree. I believe that he had her convinced all the way. I believe that he used every tactic and tool that he could. The mounds of paperwork that I have is incredible. She collected a lot of things. She kept a notebook. I have boxes of journals, which, by the way, he's made 100 phone calls looking for.
I want those journals. Oh, man, that would be great. That would be great. Please, guys, do not call the number. Just text it. Text your name, okay? If you want to call in, text your name. Brittany Polo over at Facebook says, no. See if Kathleen Winans in the chat can talk about the person she knows from the church. Well, Kath, I don't know who that is, but Kathleen, you can text your name to the number that's pinned on Facebook, and I'll give you a call. Okay? You guys, you have to understand what people will do to not only protect themselves, but to protect the church. The church will have this pastor's back. I'm pretty sure he's probably scooping through to get these journals, this information. It's gonna defeat him. Crystal with the 5 says, having a really bad day. One of my patients died. I'm really sorry to hear about that, Crystal. I'm really, really sorry to hear about that. May your patient rest in peace. But I'm glad you're here, and we'll make you feel better, okay? Thank you for the 5 super chat, Crystal. Stay up. Keep your head up. There's info where he is wearing her necklace. Yes, Christina, I talked about that already. They could have had 2 different necklaces, one for him, one for her, but also additionally, to me, I think that's a stunt. That's a stunt. That necklace, he wants to wear it to make it seem like I miss my wife. Nah, buddy. No. You don't miss that. You like having, you know what you like, JP? You like having opportunities and windows open, available for you to have sex with multiple women. That's what you like. And your drugs and alcohol, whatever that is that you like. I don't know. I heard somewhere that his current girlfriend is now helping her family. I don't know if that's true, but would love to know. Also, they didn't look for the gun residue on her hands. Why is it that, have you heard anything about that? I haven't heard anything about the gun residue. Again, that type of stuff is, you have to remember, they have found proof of her buying the gun and her doing that. So the residue, what have you, unless somebody was there, but there's no evidence, there's no proof. The fisherman was there, he heard her crying. There's no proof of anyone being there. But that first part you said about the current girlfriend helping her, I don't care if he was helping the family. That doesn't matter. You need to understand something. His family, his girlfriend helping her family, what does it do? People will put on a show to make it look like they want to help. I don't care about that. I care about the facts. I care about what led her to this moment. The guy literally went into church and tell you she had mental problems. Where was that discussion before that? She previously said this. She said this. Did you do it to her? Are you the direct influence of that? I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating. I'm not saying that's fact, but are you? You could wear your necklace that you guys had. You could do what stunt you want to do. You may fool your average viewer, but you're not gonna fool me. I don't care you had her necklace. I don't care if your little girlfriend helping her poor family. No. Where was the help before? Where was the help when she was alive? When he was driving her crazy? It's always when people die is when people are most aware, and when people want to do something. When the people, no, helps. If she was suffering from mental illness, right? Where was the help before? Go with her to her meetings, her AA meetings. Put her in a group. Support her like the husband. Oh my gosh, I got something. Let me tell you something. Julie, this is a very good super chat, by the way. Julie Shank. These super chats and these stars, you guys are impressive. Impressive. Brittany Polo with the 100 stars says, my wife, why did he say that girlfriend as an alibi for where he was going tonight? That I don't know, Brittany. It could have been a past tense thing, Brittany. Brittany wrote this if you didn't see it. Have a look. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hold on real quick.
I understand. And he is constantly trying to stay in front of this, spin some some story. And I think we have enough here that...
With that evidence, I'm curious. I'm sorry to jump in, Regina, but Sierra, do you think you can shed some light on why your sister told the police that John Paul had been grooming her since the age of 10, but that her, her involvement with the church only began at age 14 in the youth program? Do you know what the difference is between those two claims?
If I had to assume, I would guess that she probably meant 2010, not 10. Since 2010 would be a better estimate of what she might have meant.
Yeah, I don't think that she ever
with being
said
age 14?
10 years old.
No, she's consistently said around 14, 15 years old. I've never heard her ever say 10 years old.
Thank you for watching.
I got a couple of phone calls to make real quick. Give me a quick second. So there's somebody in the chat here, I believe on YouTube. Let's see here. I can't show it. I don't know why. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second, chat. Angelina, she says this. You guys are clearly putting your own distinctive move on putting that man destroyed. That doesn't make sense, okay? There is no proof of making an accuser yet, so there is no point in bringing that man down. Angelina, we all have our opinions. I have mine. I have my freedom of speech, and I can say what I want as long as I'm not saying that, as long as I'm not, causing any defamation. Now, here's what I can say, Angelina. I see that you're defending him. You must be a fan of him. You must love him. The man, let me tell you the facts. The man had an affair. I haven't seen any support from him to the family. I have seen him bicker back and forth with his wife. He didn't talk to the investigators as they wanted to. If I'm not mistaken, that I'm not clear. He didn't want to drive all the way up there to talk about that. There's a lot of things. But I see you're a JP fan, and that's fine, Angelina. You have your opinion. You're gonna have your opinion. Do I respect it? No. But do I respect you coming out as your opinion? Yes. Do I agree with you? No. You know, this guy has shown nothing. Nothing. But for you to come in here knowing that a woman took her life, a life. Now we're talking about a life. We're not talking about injury. We're not talking about someone who's getting heat. We're talking about a life. And for you to put justice for John Paul Miller when someone who he was married to unalived herself, I can't tell if it's disrespectful or it's a taunt for you to be disrespectful. But man, it's not good. If it comes to a final... Angelina, listen, I'm not going to leave God to just a case. I'm going to leave the law to do that. Okay? But I'm not going to give you the attention right now. I'm going to focus on this. All right, I totally agree. Yeah. It's probably somebody from the church, or it's probably him or something. I don't give a heck. I don't give a heck if JP's here on the chat. I don't JP's fans or churchgoers are in my stream. I don't care about that, guys. I don't care about that. I care about the facts, the truth, and you know, it's just ridiculous. Diana K. Miss you, Nova University fam. Where have you been? DK, where have you been? I hope you're doing well. You are missed too. Thank you for this super chat. We miss you. I mean, like that super chat. I appreciate that so much. Let's get somebody here. Hi, this is No from University. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I'm glad you wanted me to call. So please, we're talking about the Micah Miller case. You have any thoughts on this?
I do. I wish I was calling you under different circumstances. You know, I cannot stop thinking, and I'm not a conspiracy theory person by any means, but something about this has got me thinking there's something not right. I know that she had guns, supposedly. This is from what her sister said on News Nation. And he had them when she moved out of the house. She had left them at the house, and he would not let her have them. So anyway, I know that she was wanting to buy a gun for protection. So I don't think it's weird that she went to the gun shop to buy a gun. She seemed happy in that video. She did not seem distressed or sad. She actually was smiling. My thought, and just, I know this may sound weird, that he had been following her. And maybe he or had somebody follow her to that gun store and saw that she had bought a gun, which was the perfect opportunity to turn around and say that she killed herself. I don't know. And the 911 call is also suspicious to me because she calls 911 and the 911 operator should have been able to tell immediately what her phone number was. And she asked the operator, "Can you tell my location where I'm at?" And the 911 operator was trying to find her and asked her what her phone number was. So I thought that was a little odd because it immediately pops up when you call. So that to me didn't sit well either. I don't, something about this is not right.
Right. I agree.
It's not adding up.
As for the phone call, she didn't ask what my phone number was. She asked what was my location. But what's weird?
If you listen to the 911 call, the 911 operator asks Micah What is your phone number?
No.
But when
I believe you asked originally, you said, what was my phone number? And then you said location. I don't know nothing about the phone number. I know about the location, but the dispatcher took so long to get her location. So the error that I see, and just my opinion, I see that I have no idea as a dispatcher how you cannot know someone who's asking about a location. You should send somewhere. First of all, I don't know how you took that long to find a location. I don't know how. Second, why didn't you get someone there immediately? Use tactics and ways that you are trained for to keep her active on the phone. I don't know what that dispatcher was doing. So that's one thing that I agree. I don't know what she was doing. But as for someone following her and stuff, I don't know about that. But what are you trying to insinuate? Someone did something to her there? Like what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are somebody. Okay, so anyway, back to the 911 call. I would like you to go back and listen to it in its entirety. The 911 operator does ask Micah, what is your phone number? And when you call 911, it pops up. Anyway, my thought is that maybe somebody made her say that. Mm-hmm. And, okay, now this is where I say I'm not into conspiracy theory crap. Mm-hmm. AI, and I've heard a couple of different people say this, that this may have been an AI-generated 911 call. And I don't know if after she left the gun shop, if somebody forced her to go do this and say this. I don't know, but something just does not add up. And then JP refused to let the family see her after he went and got her from the morgue. Refused to let them see her. And then he changed his mind and said that they could see her if they would sign a release to have her cremated. Because they were fighting to not have her cremated because I believe they wanted a second autopsy. Well, evidently they did sign the release, and so now she's cremated.
Correct.
And now there's no evidence. And they did not check her for gun residue at all, and they didn't do a toxicology report.
Correct. I mentioned that earlier, yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. It just, I want to see it goes this way, but something just doesn't make sense.
Right. I agree. I did mention that earlier about how he didn't let them see them. Let them see her and the toxicology, the second autopsy. None of that. It's like if he just wanted everything about her to just to be erased. Everything.
And you said the necklace. If that is in fact her necklace, how did he get it? Because he didn't go when she died. He didn't go to North Carolina. So, and he was wearing the necklace 2 days after she died, before the coroner was done with the autopsy. So if that is in fact her necklace, how did he get it?
Because I'm going to be honest here, he's next of kin, so he would get her belongings.
But I know, but he was wearing the necklace before the body was released from the coroner. And she was wearing the necklace when she bought the gun.
I'm confused.
And he was wearing the necklace before the body or anything had been released.
Right. But what I'm saying is we don't know if there's duplicates or it's the same necklace. We don't that's one thing I'm not too worried about. I'm not worried about the whole necklace thing because there's evidence that he wasn't there. So even if he was, the necklace is nothing to be suspicious. I don't think that's nothing to be suspicious about. I
was going to go back and look at some other.
Hold on. If he was to go and let's just say he did it in some way that the feds messed up their timeline, and then he took the necklace and put it on himself,
or somebody else did it.
Okay, you're right, but I don't know. I'm not. In my opinion, I don't think the necklace is nothing too important. Again, we don't know that if there's a duplicate, if they had something. We only saw the interview where he had the necklace on. Like if you go back to the sermon, I don't think he had the necklace on. So
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. I was going to go back and look at some other pictures
exactly.
and see if he was ever wearing a necklace like that.
Exactly. So, but again, I'm not saying that he had nothing to do with this directly or indirectly. Oh, directly, well, they said that she did it, but indirectly. So
Right.
the necklace is not what I'm.
Well, he definitely had something to do with it indirectly.
Right. The detectives like are so confident that she did this herself, and you know I'm just going based off what they say since it's confirmed and it's evidence. I know that this is not what we all want to hear, and you make some very good points, and I understand that. But this is not news that we want to hear. We want to know who's responsible for someone who had plans to live in the future. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. Yeah, I understand that. It's
All right. Well, it's been great talking to you. I love your channel. I watch you every single night.
Thank you.
And I I really love you. I love your demeanor, your passion, and everything else. And go Yankees! They won.
That's right. Yeah. You go ahead, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Have a good night, dear.
All right, now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How the hell did he get her body after she was... I think he was just next of kin. I think that's why. I mean, this man just got... He just... Like... Yo. No, like... He just... She... Like, gone, bro. Gone. Hold on real quick.
Hello?
Hello, Terry. This is No from the Vestity. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. So talk to me.
So I have a question. As far as how old is JP?
How old is who? I'm sorry, one more time.
How old is JP?
I believe he's in his 40s or I'm not too sure. I could find
Because I know they were saying something, he was trying to talk to her since she was 14. So...
Right, so she was in his, she was like in some youth group, and then, yeah, I believe he's like 44.
And he had 5 kids?
Yes, correct.
Wow, okay. And then I have a question. Why would her body get released to somebody who's going through a divorce?
It wasn't finalized. From my knowledge, it wasn't finalized. He was, so basically on the 25th of April, he was served. And then on the 27th, she was deceased. So in my mind, this is what I was talking about yesterday. You served the papers. He got served. 27th seems to be the perfect timing for if something happens. He's still next of kin. So all her where's her stuff gonna go?
To her family. It should have went.
Yeah, but it didn't. From my knowledge, from what I'm aware of, I could be mistaken. Let me know. But from my knowledge, it wasn't finalized. That's her husband.
Right, but it's still paperwork that's pending, so it shouldn't be, any other question behind it. That's how I feel.
That's how you feel, but by law, it wasn't finalized. I understand you, but you can't beat the law,
Right, and another thing is, somebody mentioned her bag, her phone, her possessions was found away from her body. How did that happen? Like,
no,
she unalived herself, you'd think everything she'd have. her possession be next to her.
Right. So I was told, I saw a few comments saying that her body was in the water, near the water or something. I'm going to be honest with you, Terry. I don't know that. I don't know the position or how it was done. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel he has something behind it. He's done something to cause this. I don't know.
Well, in your opinion, like, give me your opinion on this whole thing. Give me your opinion.
I feel he's a narcissist, and he, talking to somebody or, down talking them, anything could lead to somebody mentally being, messed up as far as wanting to unalive themselves.
Right, exactly.
I mean, mental is the worst thing to deal with. I mean, simple as that.
Right.
There's a lot of questions. I don't know. It's a whole weird situation. Like, how does she go right away and just buy a gun within 20 minutes? It's like, I don't know the laws out there, but don't you have to, certify? Don't you have to do something to buy a gun? I know out here in Vegas, you have to do a whole background check.
Yeah, you have to do a lot. It depends per state. She just quickly bought a gun, and it just happened. I think that there's an underlying narrative underneath all this. There's something that's going on. I legally can't just say that he's responsible, but what I can say to you is, in my belief, in my opinion, I believe that this, something drove her to do such a grim act. Someone who made plans, someone who is for the Lord. I mean, Jesus, you know what I mean?
Just to take your life, right? I get that.
And here's the one. This is it for me. The whole entire time since they were not divorced, but they separated in January. Why? All the way months later, April 27th, when he was served the papers, 2 days later, she was deceased. That right there, that's the kicker for me. That's the kicker for me. Someone who, how can she go on Facebook and say such things like this? And then what happens a month later?
Right. Doesn't the park have cameras and entering or something? It's a national park, you would think.
That has not been told or released or anything. You would think so, but in order for me to know that information, I would have to ask someone who goes to that park.
Right.
But I understand what you're talking about. You would think that it would. Right. You're absolutely correct. Right. I would think so.
Right. I mean, anything national, you think they'd have some type of surveillance or something. They have it at the gas station. I mean, she bought a soda, she bought a gun. They have all that. But it's just I don't know. And that whole 911 call, I used to be a dispatcher, and not for 911, but for, towing. And that was the weirdest call I've ever heard. The dispatcher should have been in tune more. She should have been like, what's going on? Why are you asking? Why do I need your location? Please let me know. She should have kept conversation going.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, right.
And then they just cut it off in the middle of the 911 call. Why didn't they release the whole call?
I believe so that 911 call, we had a caller before you, and she said that it was AI generated. Now, I don't want to get too close. I don't want to get too crazy on that 911 call. I don't think it's AI generated, in my opinion. I don't. I think it was legit. The 911 call, from all the videos that I saw of her, it just didn't seem like it was. I'm not saying that it's not her. She didn't sound okay. She didn't sound
right,
okay.
And that's where the dispatcher should have took it on, upon herself to start talking like, hey, what's going on? Not asking what's her phone number. Then she found her location. Then it was a whole bunch of pausing in between instead of just getting to it. Like, how can I help you? What's going on? What do you need? Do you need assistance? Are you being hurt? Are you being, should have went from there.
Right, exactly. I think that dispatcher was terrible. I mean, this ain't the first time.
Yeah. First time. I think it was her first time probably taking a call like that.
Right. Probably so. Terry, that was some good questions. Thank you. Are you a watcher on Facebook?
I am. Facebook and YouTube. I go back and forth.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. I really thank you so much. I like that. Thank you.
You're great, and thank you.
No, thank you for being an amazing watcher. You take care now.
You too.
Bye-bye. Gotten some good calls, man. Good calls today. Good calls. Good calls, man. You guys are very intelligent. Yannick K says, sorry for MIAing. Last week, I graduated and got my bachelor's of science and accounting. Don't apologize for having a success. Congratulations, K. Congratulations. Oh, man. Don't ever apologize for that. I'm happy for you. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Congratulations. Okay, guys, you guys want to hear the 911 call again? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Michelle with the 5 says JP may have silenced her on this earth, but he can't touch her now. And all his secrets come out. He needs to be afraid of her now than he was before, says Michelle. Michelle, that was a good super chat. That was a very good super chat. Hey, listen. If God don't get him, karma will, right? Karma's a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Really is. Sandra with the $4.99 says, hi, Nove. Insane. Hi, I miss you all. I miss your live podcast. Oh, Sandra, you're so good. You're so good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You ain't missed nothing. Don't worry about it. You came right on time, Sandra. Came right on time. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the super chat. Karma says, just hit everyone remember to hit the what, Karma? The like button? Sandra again says, saw the video of JP on the grass crying and whining. Yes, Sandra, we played it. It seems to be something dysfunctional that was going on. Still not too clear. Could have been drugs or medication tied with alcohol. Not too sure. Diana Williams says, why file for divorce if she was going to unalive herself? That is why we're here, Daniela Williams. That is why we are here. It's strange. It's indeed strange. Jacqueline Walker, you are not blocked nowhere. No one's blocked. No. Jordan White says, hello, my Facebook family. How have we all been? Good. All right, guys. So I know that you want to hear the 911 call. I do have the raw version. I don't want to put the raw version because she does say, a word that is just brutal. It's brutal.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
Where is Elizabeth? I don't know where Elizabeth is. Where is Elizabeth? Dispatcher did ask for her phone number. So that's not what I was saying. I was asking about her to the dispatcher. She was strictly talking about location.
And National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
See, the dispatcher asked her number, but not her to the dispatcher is what I was talking about.
Where's the park located at?
In Fair Bluff.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, Daniela Williams. Am I not saying that right?
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second.
The way that this dispatcher is communicating with her is as if she works for like receptionist. Engage in a conversation. Send an officer to her. Like if I'm a dispatcher, you're calling 911 for emergencies, especially in modern times. If you're asking me, do you know my location? I'm gonna be like, oh shit, she's probably sending me a signal or something. Maybe I should send an officer. Send officer to, what's the address? Describe her looks. Hey, I just want to ask you a question. What are you wearing? You know? Oh, I love those shoes. I have that shirt. This person is wearing shoes, shirt. Mm-hmm. Oh, you located at that park? I take my children there all the time. What part of the park are you from? I take my kids there. Oh, I'm by the swings. She's by the swings. Do I have to do your job?
I don't think you are in Robeson County. Yeah, the Lumber River State Park.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Once she confirmed that, she just left.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to kill myself.
Ah, fuck. I thought this is the
And I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
And then she hung up the phone call right there.
And putting out as well.
She hung up the phone call right there. She was not the sharpest tool in the shed. You're right, Kat. Clearly. Let's get some more phone calls in here.
You know, a word that is just brutal.
Hello,
Oh my God.
this is No from the Vestity.
Hi.
Hi, Angelica. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. So we're talking about the case of Micah Miller. You want to share your thoughts?
Okay. So, my first question is, okay. So if she died by committing suicide, he can't get a life insurance policy out of her, right?
He's married. Yes, he can. Hello? 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 I hope that didn't scare her. That was strange. What the heck? Okay. Okay. I hope she's okay, Angelica. I hope everything's all right. Hey, this is No from the Vestity. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, this is No from the Vestity, the true crime podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
So,
oh, okay.
I have been so invested in this for the entire week. And there's a lot to pick apart in this and a lot of discrepancies in their quote unquote investigation, which that was not an investigation at all what they did.
Right.
Number one, how come we don't know where his phone was pinged? They haven't mentioned anything about tracking his phone. They only said that his car was located where, Charleston, South Carolina?
Right. So they
And-
tagged it on, I believe, on a highway or something like that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that vehicle's not even registered in his name. So who knows who's actually driving that vehicle? That vehicle is registered to the church.
Right.
And so how come we haven't heard like the solid proof of where exactly he was? Because, okay, I could tell you I'm at a sports event, but I'm really not at a sports event.
Right. So they said that they found like solid proof that he was there. It wasn't only the vehicle. It was, if I'm not mistaken, they cross-referenced the vehicle with the phone. It was located in the same position, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I am not too sure about like the event. I think that they found proof of him being at the event. Yes, I think that was it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, chat, this part I don't know. He was with another individual. I think so. I'm not too sure on that one. Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Okay, sorry.
No, please.
Your
No,
video
please,
just
go
popped
ahead.
up and I got distracted. So then, as a Christian, I'm a Christian, and any Christian knows that suicide, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but doing that is something that cannot be forgiven. It is something that is final because technically our lives are borrowed in the eyes of the church. That's what they believe. It's not ours to take. So for her being as Christian as she was, I can't for 2 seconds imagine that she would do that to herself.
So you think that there's definitely more to this?
Oh, well, no one on this planet can tell me for 2 seconds that guy did not have anything to do with it. That guy reminds me of my ex, and I don't even think God himself could convince me that guy didn't have something to do with it.
Right.
And I think it is I went to school for criminal justice. That, again, quote unquote investigation was like a preschooler could have done that. Because that autopsy, why wasn't there a toxicology report?
That's strange. Those
autopsies don't come back that fast either. Autopsies take some time because I know someone that just got one done and it took months.
Right. They usually do a preliminary, then an official autopsy concluded, and then toxicology comes it could come weeks, months later. But not for that to be performed, that's wild.
Even in a suicide, I saw someone in the chat say something, well, it was a suicide. That doesn't matter. I know someone that did that, and they still do a toxicology to see, okay, were they high on something? Were they intoxicated somehow? What were the levels? Like, that's something they always check. So I won't say always, but most of the time. Is something that they're going to check.
Right. Absolutely.
So that is bizarre.
So that's bizarre to you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've never even heard of that, honestly. Especially in such a well, I guess it wasn't high profile at that point, but now it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, all of this, I mean, that judge that did not approve her restraining order, protection order, he needs to be looked at because that's crazy too. He failed her. The police officers failed her. Every single person that is supposed to be in the justice system completely failed this girl.
This almost sounds like a giant rabbit hole, huh?
It does. And I used to live in North Carolina, so I know that there is a lot of corruption in several different police stations, police departments down there.
Right. This sounds like pure corruption. Pure corruption. And I am not a conspiracy theorist. And I am not. If you watch my show, I'm about evidence, facts, science, and math. But let me tell you this. Yep. I do know certain things does happen. Hollywood, our government, the pharmaceutical company, you name it. I do believe that. But damn, when you...
Oh, I will come on a podcast with you anytime. We can talk about all of them.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
100%.
Oh, man, we could talk about pharmaceutical and government. You know what I'm saying? We could talk Hollywood. We could have that P. Diddy conversation anytime. But we could have that Epstein conversation anytime. But when it comes to this case, I'm going to be serious with you because everybody that could chat could tell you I would never resort to conspiracy theories first.
Right.
But just to say how quickly she was just cremated, no second autopsy, couldn't even see her family, nothing. Done, case closed. Man, something's up.
Someone was paid. That's what I think, and that there's a lot of money laundering, it seems, from certain things. I mean, they were trying to pin her with fraud in the church back in March, I think it was.
Right.
Which, come on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We all know where that private jet came from, and it definitely wasn't donated. And then, as a Christian again, and her family being very Christian, and this guy, I don't want to even say that because this guy is very evil. He portrays himself to be a Christian. To have her cremated, that is also very against Christianity. That is not something that...
Whoa. Really?
Yes. As soon as he was saying that he wanted her cremated, I said, wait a second, you're a pastor and you're trying to get someone cremated?
What? Listen, I'm not a man of religion, but what?
Oh, yeah, I grew up in the Catholic Church. It's very against Catholicism. It's very against Baptist. Like, Baptists do not believe in that at all. And I believe that was a Baptist church. Or it may have been non-denominational. But either way, they portray themselves as Christians. And cremation is not. That is very frowned upon.
You mean to tell me this man went against God in every single way? He had an affair. He fought with his wife. I don't know, something about drugs. That I don't know about. I'm not sure that's confirmed. All of this stuff, the claims that Micah said about him, about making her do all these unholy acts. And now he had her cremated, and that's against the...
Yeah.
If y'all don't think something is up in this case, if you don't think something is up, let me know. Because it looks like this man cares about his selfish self and his acts other than the man upstairs. Something's wrong in this case.
And it's not even like he's... Because I try not to believe in bad people. It's cases like this where like I said, I try.
Uh-huh.
This man makes that very hard because this is a very evil person. Someone who portrays themselves and says the awful things that he said about his wife in front of people in sermons and stuff, that right there is a red flag. I don't know how red flags weren't flying in every single one of those people's minds. Because my jaw hit the floor when I'm watching this guy and doing his sermons. And these were the ones from like a few months ago where he's talking about hot wife. And I don't know what way he was meaning hot wife, but there's two different, like, I don't know if he meant physically, but there's also another meaning to that.
Right,
but anyway, and I think that's what he meant by that.
Right.
So yeah, this guy has gone against everything he portrays himself to be.
So let me ask you a question before I let you go. You think that somehow he has something to do with this? Somehow, in some way?
Absolutely. 100%. And also, I wanted to say one more thing. About that 911 call, that's a very bizarre call. Number one, I called 911 today, and the 911 caller had everything. She didn't ask me any of that. And, like, she already knew my phone number. She was like, oh, is this a good callback number, blah, blah, blah. And then she already knew my location because they can see that.
Right.
Which is actually really, now I didn't think about it. But, and then if you listen to that 911 call, there's a part in there where she almost like, I don't know how to describe it. She goes like, she makes a weird noise in between one of the pauses before she says the end part. And right then I was like, I think someone's there with her. Because the fisherman said that he heard the cries, whatever. He's in the boat. He comes back from the boat, and then there's a couple that comes down. Well, who's this couple, and how come they haven't been interviewed? Where did they come from?
Right.
And was it?
I haven't heard anything about the couple, but that's,
Well, in the fisherman's interview, he says, oh, yeah, there was a couple that came down from boat, and I asked if they heard it, and he said, and they said, yeah, we heard it too, and that's why we came in.
Right. I'm gonna do some research on that. I'm definitely gonna do some research on that. Thank you for telling me that. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna find out more information on this case. Trust me, this is not over, and I'm not done with this case.
Nancy Grace is on it too, and when Nancy Grace gets on it, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah. I'm gonna show Nancy Grace soon. But thank you for wanting me to call. I appreciate you so much.
You are welcome. You have a great night.
You too now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Angelica, you was the person that called before her. It just disconnected. You disconnected from me. I don't know how. So I kept this up right here because this person said she has multiple licenses, and then that I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not worried about the life insurance. I don't think anything was about money. I don't think this was about money. I think this was about, her keeping her mouth shut. He is a face in the community. He's a representation. Someone that's covering their ass. I'm telling you, something is up. Something's up. Something's up. In the church, cremation is against God, says Debley with 100 stars. I believe that the husband is very much behind this. I hope they find out, says Debley Goff over at Facebook. Well said. I mean, listen, I didn't know about that. I'm not a religious person, but thank you for telling me that. I really do appreciate you guys telling me this stuff.
We start tonight with continuing coverage on the death of Micah Miller, the estranged wife of John Paul Miller, former pastor at the Solid Rock Church in Myrtle Beach. This week, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office, they released a timeline of what happened the day Micah died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the Lumber River State Park. Now tonight, the man who reported hearing Micah crying and the sound of a gunshot at that state park is sharing how his character is now under attack. He says it's destroying his life and he wants the baseless attacks that he's seeing on social media to stop. He talked with ABC 15's Tanya Brown. She joins us now live from the Robeson County Sheriff's Office in Lumberton.
Andrew, the fisherman says he never thought fully cooperating with the police investigation and telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth would lead to him being unfairly targeted on social media. I met 55-year-old Johnny Jacobs today at an undisclosed location in Robeson County. He didn't want me to show his face because he's concerned for his safety after being bashed and targeted on social media.
It's like putting my life in danger with some of the things that's been said.
Jacobs tells me he'd been fishing for several hours on April 27th at the Lumber River State Park when he heard a faint cry. He says 2 or 3 minutes later, he heard a gunshot.
I said, oh my God, don't tell me, because the crying had stopped. I said, don't tell me something's happened, don't tell me something. I was getting ready to get out of there. Another 3 people came into the lake on a boat, and I plainly asked them, I said, did y'all hear that gunshot? They said yes.
Jacob says he couldn't see anything because of all the trees blocking his view.
This here's the park, of course. This is where I put my boat in at.
He showed me a map on his phone of the Lumber River State Park to better show his location on the river that day.
Damn!
You see how thick the woods are? That's why I couldn't see nothing. So right along in here is where I found Micah's belongings at.
He says he found Micah's backpack, glasses, and cell phone on the bank and gave them all to deputies on scene. He says he didn't know Micah and has no reason to lie to police. Johnny Jacobs wants the unfair targeting against him to end.
I want this to stop as far as me. I
have no idea why people are giving this man hate. I would never understand the internet. I will never understand the internet. I could never understand people. You're giving hate to the, I don't know. You can't know when someone's going to take their life. Jesus. Hold on real quick. I'm going to find this location real quick. Hold on, chat. I'm going to find this location real quick. I think I have the location right here. I'm sorry, guys. I have allergies. Wow. Okay. I think this is it right here. I think I got it. Hold on real quick.
Micah's belongings at.
He says he found Micah's backpack, glasses, and cell phone on the bank and gave them all to deputies on scene. He says he didn't know Micah and has no reason to lie to police. Johnny Jacobs wants the unfair targeting against him to end.
I want this to stop as far as me. I don't want to make this all about me because I'm still thinking about Micah. I'm trying to respect her family. And I got total respect for them, and I am so sorry for what they're going through. I never thought my day would turn out like that.
The Robeson County medical examiner has also been bashed on social media for how he ruled Micah's death as a suicide. Now, the North Carolina State Medical Examiner's Office, I reached out to them today to get information on if an autopsy was done on Micah's body, and I am still waiting to learn that answer. Live in Lumberton, Tanya Brown, ABC 15 News.
Tanya, thank you. Now, today we also learned that the Solid Rock Church reported receiving, quote, harassing messages on social media in the days following Micah Miller's death.
I think this is the location, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, let me know if I got it correct, because I think this is the park that she went to right here. Wait, no. That's not way here. Oh, wait, I think it is. Yes, it is. So this is where she went. Why is this so fucking heartbreaking, man?
The Lumber River State Park to better show his location on the river that day.
You see how thick the woods are. That's why I couldn't see nothing. So right along in here is where I found.
He found her stuff right here. Right here. So then she was right. Oh my gosh, man. I wish I could have saved you. So the observation deck is here. You can't really see nothing. Damn, Mama, so you traveled. How did you know where to go exactly? Like you been here before? Lumber River State Park. She must have parked right there. And you can go to a trail out here. Well, that makes sense. She walked, man. Yeah, she did. She did it right here. Poor baby girl. All right.
Micah, stop. Calm down, Micah, stop. Stop. I don't have your purse. Stop. You don't have my purse? Nope. Stop, Micah. Please. Stop, Micah, stop. Stop. I don't have your purse.
Yo, JP, did you just over-exaggerate the opening of a door? You try to play yourself as a victim on camera this whole entire time, bro.
Micah, stop. Calm down, Micah, stop.
You're so fake. She's trying to open it. Micah, stop. Micah, stop. Dude, she's...
Stop. I don't have your purse. Stop. You don't have my purse? Nope. Stop, Micah. Please. Stop, Micah, stop. Stop. I don't have your purse.
You're trying to overplay. Like, she's not opening the door to attack you. She just wants her purse. You're like, Micah, stop. Relax. Just the purse, bro. How you record that part of, like, I don't understand that. You like what is that? Like you trying to make her look like she's like this angry human. She's not. Marie with the 100 stars says, there is a lot of hate everywhere. It's so sad on any case. It's driving me crazy on all these cases. I know, Marie Paul, I know. But someone's got to cover it. Someone's got to cover it. Linda over at Facebook says, he's a shitty actor. Right. It's ridiculous. All right. Everyone, thank you, Bree, for sharing that. I appreciate that, Bree. Thank you very much. All right, guys. I think that we are running, 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right. We are going to be done for today. Now, I want to thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor. Before you leave, hit the like and share button for me. Hit the like and share. Hit the like and share. I would appreciate that very much. We are concluded. We are done with the case for now. I did receive 3 packages. I have been delayed on getting packages for a lot of reasons. And I only got 3. So I'm going to get them in just a second. But if you came for the Micah Miller case, it's officially over. I'm just gonna open up packages for now, okay? It's gonna take probably like 10 minutes because it's only 3 packages. So let's get started. All right. So if you don't know, we do this at the end of a podcast on Mondays, but I'm doing this because I'm a little delayed. So if you want to send your package, there's a P.O. box prompt that the mods will show right now. And let's see what this is. This is from Ketchup. I know who this is from. I know exactly who is this from. Netta. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Netta sent this. Netta did this. We got another one right here. Fucking Netta. This one is from, let's see. Enjoy your gift from Crystal. Fucking Netta with the ketchup. A power bank. Oh, that's the power bank she was talking about. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate that. She's like, you need a power bank because you are always. I have a package for you next week, says Netta. Oh, that's great. I can't wait for that, Netta. Remember, guys, the P.O. box. Oh, mods, can you pin the P.O. box? So people who follow and support Novacity, they could send things if you like. This is a cute power bank. Oh. Oh, Crystal. Crystal, I have a 15 Pro Max. Oh, but this could work on my other phone. Crystal, this is actually, I like dope technology. Thank you so much. This could work on my other phone. Thank you so much, Crystal. This is actually pretty cool. Talk about good tech ideas. Crystal, this was smart. Damn, this was smart. Crystal, this was smart. Pin the P.O. box. Oh. Mods, can you just copy and paste the P.O. box? It's in the announcements, please. It's in the announcements. Let me do it. I do it. Let's see. So it has to be as followed. So you have to put Novacity. Then the next line is 99 McCombs. Place, pound 1011. Then the third line is New York 10039. This is dope. Crystal, this is dope. Thank you. Is it not on? Oh, there it goes. Thank you. That's actually pretty cool. I like this. Thank you so much, Crystal. This is going to help for the IRL stream. See, Crystal, you smart. You knew exactly what you was doing. Fucking Netta with the ketchup. Whoa, what is this? This is from Diamond Girl and Bernie. This is interesting. And it's a fragile box. Chat, look at this box. Look at that. Shout out to Netta and Crystal for the amazing gifts. Damn, Netta. God damn it. She's such a bully. Wait, hold on real quick. What is this? Can I open it like this? Oh, nope. Okay. I don't know. I'm scared to open this. Wait, I am scared to open this. How do you... Okay, I got it. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, I got it. I don't know how to open this. I don't want to rip this part. How do you open this? Okay, we're going to do it like this. Oh, shit, it's confetti. Is this a prank? Oh, it's confetti everywhere. Is this a prank? Am I being pranked? Is this punk? Am I on punk? Mets hat next. Netta, don't, why Netta? Netta, no. No, Netta, please. Whoa. That is pretty. Look at that. What is this? What is this? Cool it. Refrigerates. Wait, can somebody... Wait, what is this? I'm scared. Oh. What? Yo, wait, what is this? Are these snacks? Oh my God! 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 No, does that Yankee hat say no? Oh my God! Oh my! I'm shocked. Oh my gosh! Yo, I'm gonna return my other red hat. I'm returning it. I'm keeping this one. Oh my God. Yo. Yeah, we gotta put this on. We gotta put this on. We gotta put it on. We gotta put it on. We gotta. Hey, hold on. Burn. Oh my God. This is so. Yo, look at all this. Can y'all see this? Y'all gotta see this. I love oatmeal pies. How do you know that? How did you know? How did you know I like oatmeal pies? I love Laffy Taffies. Oatmeal pies and Laffy Taffies. For days. What is this? Zebra cakes. How did you know? Moon pies. That's throwback. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is cool. Look at Laffy Taffy. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. Oh. This is so cool. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This. I'm so... This is incredible. Bernie, Diamond Girl, this is incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much. It came with glitter, confetti. This is for you. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. Wow. Wow. Why y'all trying to make me fat? Damn. For the hat, look at the hat. Hey. They're gonna be like, hey, yo, where you get your hat from? I'm gonna be like, you wanna know where I got it from? You want me to show you where I got it from? Look at that. You don't want to know that. That there's a card underneath. There's a card. Oh, that's a lot of glitter. Please read in private. Oh, okay. Well, there is a card here. But gotta read this in private. Gotta respect that. Thank you. Bernie, Diamond Girl, this was great. This was great. I got pies for days. I got Laffy Taffy. Yo, that's good, yo. I want to do my happy dance. I'll save that for North Cross. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Yankees won today, chat, by the way, 2-0. They have been on a winning streak. Well, they lost to the Houstons yesterday, 4-3, but so they whooped the Houstons like 6 times in a row. Thank you, guys, for the gifts. Crystal, thank you. Netta, thank you. Diamond Girl and Bernie, the duos, thank you guys for this. This means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I am going to conclude the podcast here. Thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate it. I'm like a little kid. I feel so happy. That was cute. Thank you all. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Somebody ban Dez for saying Astros. Banner. Ban Dez right now. Get the Astros out of here. That was just amazing gifts. Dude, that was incredible. Have y'all seen the video of JP having a meltdown? Yes, we saw that earlier on today's podcast. We did. If you're just tuning in, you can rewind it and watch the podcast, all right? If you just tuned in. Thank you, guys. I'm loving the old school treats, too. Me, too. Tracy, what's the point of sending ketchup? I always never get ketchup when I order my food, and she says she sent ketchup. Netta, you're in trouble. Netta, you are in trouble. She's been a bad girl. We love Des. We love Netta. All right, guys. Now your cab is here. Your cab is here, Cole. Cole, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate that. Your cab is here. All right. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Have a good night. And like I always say, I'll see you on the next one.